Hi Collective, how are you all today? I hope everyone's great and having a wonderful day. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you and everything that you do for me. Nothing you do goes unnoticed. Thank you so much, Collective. Alright, let's tap in. Let's see what's in the energy. We got the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands. With the Tower, and the Ace of Wands, and Death on the bottom. Someone could be passing away, crossing over. They're in the Tower. They're not going to recover with a new beginning. They're going to be death. There's going to be death and they're defeated. There's going to be a death. When I picked the deck up, Judgment fell off. And it lands under this Three of Wands. So they're under judgment. They're going to cross over. Someone's going to pass away. Someone could have been very reckless, and that's why they're in this Tower. They were hoping for a new beginning. This Ace of Wands and the Fool. But with death, having to walk away. We got the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Someone's going to prison for a death. Someone could have done something to a Queen of Cups energy here that's being hidden and deceptive. And now their pathway's blocked. They had a decision to make, and they should have walked away. And now this is the World. The cycle is complete. This is kind of what I was channeling in my last reading. I'm channeling a spirit that's crossed over that wants justice. Someone could have a fight at their home. Some kind of a DV charge could happen and someone could go to jail. Someone went down a wrong pathway with theft, cheating, deception, a criminal pathway, and they're under judgment for their behavior. Could be someone who's very jealous and manipulative, emotionally immature, very reckless, wild behavior, very sexual. Something could happen when someone's traveling in the car. Something is final whenever someone travels in a car. Could be traveling at night. But the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands, that's like big dick energy. Evie's snoring. She's back here piled up under her kanky. Someone could be making a choice to walk away from what no longer serves them. A karmic cycle has completed. Someone could be laid up. Someone could be escaping the world together. They could be laid up in the house, laid up in jail. They're fed up. They're over it. They're not having it, and they're frustrated. Someone could be a very territorial lover here, scaring off the competition, staking their claims. You better keep your hands off. Extremely jealous. So this Queen of Cups is definitely in reverse. Something could be going viral regarding this criminal, crazy person here, who's a very jealous, obsessive lover here. Could have had a decision between two options and chose a crazy karmic. Yeah, we got vibes, but it came out in reverse. Sensing something, an unexplainable feeling, and listening to intuition. So, not following their intuition. They don't realize that something's happening. This person's feeling wronged. They're bitter, they're dramatic, and they're jealous. This Queen of Cups reverse here. It could be trying to throw hands and become combative and argumentative and violent. It's having disagreements, conflict and fighting, hostility and animosity. Someone got caught cheating, or there was a betrayal of infidelity. Someone could have stolen someone's identity and committed fraud. That lands right under this death. Zero fucks are giving. They have zero disregard for what they have done to someone. They're unfazed and unbothered about this. Birds of a feather flock together. There could be friends that they have involved with this criminal act here. Well, it's a completion of the cycle. It's over. It's final. It's done. Ow. The Four of Wands is Aries. The Three of Wands is Aries. The Tower is Scorpio. Three of Wands is marriage. The Three of Wands is business. The Four of Wands is marriage. It's like a transactional marriage. Business agreement to get into a marriage. And the Tower is ruin. It's just being an ultimate ruin. Evie snoring. The Ace of Wands is being creative. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Death is Scorpio. Something that was creative, that was created, it's final. It's over. It's ruined. Completion of the cycle with the world. The world is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. The Five of Swords is Aquarius. They're in trouble. The marriage is in trouble. Judgment means renewal. It's Capricorn energy. Trying to renew a business deal. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Traveling somewhere. Traveling somewhere got them in trouble. They were a fool. They were naive. Trying to start a new beginning. It's Pisces and Aquarius energy. The Eight of Cups is Pisces. So they got in trouble when they left to travel somewhere. Trying to renew a beginning. Trying to have a new beginning with someone. And then it landed them in jail with the Eight of Swords. They're trapped in a situation, or they could be going to jail. The Eight of Swords is Gemini. The Seven of Swords is Aquarius. A criminal is trapped. Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Person can be a mother or a wife or a girlfriend, just a mother, aunt, sister, cousin. You take it how it resonates. And there's no gender in tarot. But the moon is Pisces and Cancer, and it's affecting this person's mental state. This person has mental health issues. And they're very aggressive. They're unhinged. They're fed up. They give zero fucks. They could be laid up from a car wreck. The Two of Swords is Libra. So they made a poor decision when they went out traveling to be a criminal. Could be doing something illegal while they're traveling, and then they get pulled over by the cops and go to jail. Committed fraud, stolen identity, very aggressive. Something's going viral. It's spreading quickly. Some kind of news. Could be on the news. Someone didn't trust their intuition and a gut feeling, and it landed them in the tower. They knew better than to get in the car and go somewhere, and they did it anyway. There could have been a fight that was going on, and someone walked away, and then they went out chasing them. And they got blocked. Could have gotten blocked in and trapped somewhere. Could have caught someone cheating and blocked someone in. They could have done something and recorded it, and something could have gone viral. Someone smoked cigarettes. Or vapes. Someone got caught cheating, laid up with someone else. And this person is extremely possessive and jealous. And they are fed up. They're over it. They're mad as hell. And they came in fighting. Came in kicking ass. And someone could have recorded the fight and put it on the internet. Or if this hasn't happened, it's what could happen. It's going to go viral. Okay. And they get someone in this situation here gives zero fucks that it's over, that a cycle is completed. They've walked away. This person is obsessed with someone. Clarify laid up. Escaping the world together. We got TikTok. There's a deadline. The time is running out, so that they don't have long to spend time with each other. It's causing trouble in the home. Under hands off, we have divine feminine. Hands off, divine feminine. We've got a crazy karmic here that could have taken your ex from you. They're fed up. This person is a pressure cooker. They're full of rage and they're ready to explode. They've got a very violent, crazy temper. They could be going on, they could be running from the law or something, and that's what goes viral. Because it lands right under the knot of, oh, this is a tragedy has happened, a forbidden love. They didn't listen to their intuition. This was a tragedy. They're bitter. They're jealous. They feel wronged because this is done and there's a completion here. Someone's learned their lesson and walked away from this person. Under throwing hands with these disagreements, hostility, animosity, conflict, and fighting, we've got a legal situation. Someone's going to get arrested for violence here. Clarify this lipstick evidence with this infidelity, betrayal, and getting caught cheating. There's a settlement, and it came out reversed, so they're not in agreement. They can't compromise because someone got caught cheating. Clarify this imposter that stole someone's identity and committed fraud. They're faking it. They're extremely triggered right now. They're triggered because they've could be going to prison here. Yeah, they're panicked. They act like they give zero fucks, but they're actually scared to death. They're panicking and they're full of anxiety. They're acting unfazed and unbothered, but that's not the case. They're freaking the fuck out inside. They don't want to go to prison. They don't want to go to jail. Drawn to the Kipper. Clarify the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, please, Spirit. We've got a false person in court. So lying to the courts about the trouble that they caused with someone that they're in a relationship with. Yeah, someone that they're in a relationship with here. Could be married to this person. And they could end up breaking up and the marriage could be over. Now they're freaking out. There could be children involved in the courts. Could be a divorce going on in custody here. Main male, a false person, and a mature woman. They're getting a message. Could be getting a message from the courts. They're in despair about this message. Tell me about this forbidden love tragedy here with the Tower and the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups reversed. Got a mature woman, and then the pathway came out in reverse. Someone could pass away. The mature woman is the main female. We've got an official person here. This female here could be the one that gets arrested and has to go to court for being violent. Or they could have gotten hurt by this masculine here, and it could have no, they could have gotten hurt when they were traveling. There could definitely be a car wreck here. Could have been intoxicated while driving. We got a privileged lady that came out in reverse and a wealthy man that came out in reverse, and they're committing fraud because they want to be a privileged lady and wealthy man, and they're not. Someone's going to pass away. This privileged lady here. Yeah, it's going to be happening. It's a car wreck. I'm telling you. Someone's getting ready to pass away from a car wreck. Could be a masculine here. Could be both of them in the car. And they're thieves. They've stolen a lot of money. This masculine here. We've got a mature man who's this official person here. This could be the judge. Knows about the secrets that were going on in this house. Someone could have been on their phone while they were driving, going to someone's house, and had a wreck. The messaging could have been on their phone while they were driving, and it caused a wreck. Or someone is going to be getting a message that someone's going to be coming to someone's house to tell them that someone has passed away. They're all up in their thoughts. This privileged lady regarding a court situation. She's in despair. She gets a message of concern, gets in her car. And they're getting a message of concern because this great fortune has been found out by the courts, and they're having to face this now. And something they could have even been, she could have done something to where even she hurt someone else. Because the coffin card came out twice. Yeah, this couple here, they were receiving money from this fraud here. Children could have even been in the car. Oh my God. Giving the children gifts from being these thieves with the money that they stole. Now they're in concern because their health is bad. And they're both going to fucking prison. Could have needed money to pay their house payment. Well, they're false people. They're liars. And someone is definitely sick. Someone could be laid up in the bed, because we did have laid up over here. Someone could have gotten hurt really bad in a car wreck. And they're so raged out. They could have been really fed up with something, and whenever they got in the car with the Knight of Wands, they were very reckless, being like a daredevil. Driving really fast and energetic. Being taken to jail is also the Knight of Wands. They're being taken to jail. They're forced to change their residence. Someone could have gotten thrown out of the house, could have gotten evicted, forced to move where they don't want to move, which is including going to jail. Someone felt forced into taking action. Medically, it can mean muscular or neuromuscular disorders, multiple sclerosis, having tremors, Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia, Guillain-Barré, muscular dystrophy, myasthenia gravis, and muscle cramps. Five of Swords, having trouble and difficulties. Someone is a cheater, trickery, sneaking, lying, very sly and deceitful, stealing, treachery and deception, a betrayal, a ruse, a gimmick, an imposter. Here. Phishing, phishing, creating a scheme, taking advantage of others, winning by unfair means, gossip, mocking, backstabbing, watch your back, taking another's credit for something that is not theirs, deliberate effort to defeat or do harm to an endeavor, undermining a project, being picked on, and bullying someone. Trying to take advantage of others. The Eight of Swords is being trapped and restricted, being restrained and hindered, being committed and obligated. It's the prison and or jail card, so someone's definitely getting incarcerated. Can be a restraining order. Someone will be going to jail or is already in jail, being detained. Something's locked in. It's a fear of commitment, a loss of freedom or free time. It's an inaction through fear. Can be being tied up or kidnapped, being held captive or forced to do something. Can mean a fence. Someone could have hit a fence. Seven of Swords is a criminal activity, illegal activity, an illegal alien, stealing, robbing, an intruder, an infiltrator, treachery and betrayal and sabotage, malicious intent, conspiracy, kidnapping, being stalked, fraud, stolen identity, catfishing, extortion, adultery. They are cheating, drug dealing, spying, a private investigator, a spy or double agent, being cunning. They are guilty. Being paranoid, being secretive, being suspicious, covers all negative human emotions and actions, and covers all criminal activity and any covert governmental activity. The Two of Swords is a choice between two things or actions, taking careful consideration and setting their priorities. It's the number of duality, balance, and choice. An important choice or decision has to be made. It's about personal changes. Someone's at a crossroads in their life. Things have changed. They took something in a different direction, and now they're fed up. Queen of Cups reversed is troubles with their mother, wife, a female relative, ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, being a bad mother, having no mothering skills, an argumentative wife, a cheating wife, a dishonest, untrustworthy woman, a gossiping woman, being gossiped about, being betrayed by a woman, the other woman. They don't find her pretty or she feels unattractive for some reason. An item that is not in good cosmetic condition can be skin or cosmetic problems, problems with one's appearance. Medically, it can mean cosmetic issues, acne, boils, scars, skin cancer, and being disfigured. Someone could become disfigured in a car wreck and need surgery. Or someone wants to disfigure someone. Someone's mentally disturbed here with the moon. Things aren't what they seem. This is a mental disorder. Someone could have a psychotic break or an episode. There's severe paranoia. Someone could be hallucinating. Someone could be schizophrenic. Someone could have a stroke, have a brain bleed. They're confused on how to proceed. Having a breakdown and being in a state of psychosis, feeling restless, mentally unstable. Their thoughts are scattered. They're unable to concentrate. They're having memory loss. They're very strained mentally and extremely stressed out. They're scared and they're panicking and full of anxiety because of this legal situation. And I definitely think it has something to do with a car wreck, because they were driving really fucking fast and reckless. And it lands the main male courthouse and the children could have even been in the car, or the children are gonna suffer because of what happened in this reckless behavior. The children could be taken by the courts, taken into the system, because the coffin card came out twice. And the bad health card is all over the place. But they're both going to prison here. And they're extremely concerned because there's children involved. Or someone could have just gotten arrested and they're coming back home, but the kids may not know what happened, and the next thing they know, they're in jail and they're trying to figure out where their parents are. This is horrible. Some kind of a tragedy happens and someone's driving really fast and reckless. This person is raged out. They're ready to explode. They're having a mental break. Like they're having a psychotic break. Someone's freaking out. They're panicking. And something's going viral. They're going to put something on the internet. It was unexpected, and all of a sudden someone could have popped up on someone with a surprise visit and caught someone cheating that they had a magnetic pull with. Could have been an incident at like a stop sign or an intersection or something that occurred. They could have cut someone off in traffic. And they could have gotten blocked in. They could have gotten proof that someone was cheating. And now there's going to be a divorce. Something's final. There's irreconcilable differences with a karmic here. Third-party relationship. What do we need from here, Spirit? Yeah, someone's definitely operating in their dark side. There could be a lot of fighting, like beating each other's ass. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Don't let it steal your joy. It cuts both ways, good and bad aspects. Mixed blessing and having division. Someone could have been trying to escape and get away. This person's bags are packed. They could have been mad that this person was walking out and leaving them, and they were having like an absolute breakdown and freaked out and could have gotten into a car wreck here. Being a show off. There's been a very big tangled web that has been weaved. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you are getting involved for the right reasons. And they didn't trust their intuition. They're operating in the shadow aspect of the being in their dark side. Needs to prove themselves. They're insecure. Someone could be an exhibitionist. They're show off. Driving really reckless, showing off, and they lose control of the car. Could have been trying to get away from something and escape something. Convoluted justifications are caught up, being entranced in a very tangled web. She's on the phone. Someone could have drowned. Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing someone driving off a bridge. There's a lot of water on these cards out here that I'm looking at. Car could have gone into water. You are going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. Someone's drowning in their life, drowning in their tears, and someone could have drowned in the water. It's a pattern of relationship issues and bad habits. It's a no-win situation. This person is remaining stuck in this dark side in a vicious cycle. They just keep building. This tangled web just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We could have law enforcement here. Yeah, they got arrested. Going through the motions. They're checked out. They're very mechanical. Could just be sitting there like they don't even know what happens. It takes two, so it was both of them fighting and causing this. Someone is not committed. They're incompatible, and they're very conflicted. And we've definitely got fierce tempers going on here. Has too many anger issues and dark moods. Someone's very abusive, and now they're tangled up in this web that has been weaved here. Unable to free yourself from a sticky situation. Taking a step back helps you see clearly. Someone is trapped with an extremely abusive person and they're trying to get away. They feel empty inside. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. Someone could have left oh my God, it's a deadly combo. This is bad, okay? Someone could get hurt. They're dangerous when they're together. They trigger each other, and they're extremely explosive, and they fight really bad. I mean, like really bad fighting. And it's landing them in the courts, and they're going to jail from all this raged out, fierce temper. Guns could be involved. Someone has roving eyes. They got caught cheating, and all these pent up emotions, all this anger. They're a pressure cooker. They're ready to explode. All of this shit has been bottled up in a way that it is getting ready to be absolutely unleashed. They are fed up. They're over it. They can't take it anymore. And they're walking away. Somebody's getting ready to fucking explode. They're sick of living in fear, feeling scared and panicked, having panic attacks and having anxiety, keeping possibilities open. Someone's an obvious flirt and they're very disrespectful, and it's making someone crazy, and they have fights constantly because someone's jealous. I mean, if you're getting cheated on, of course you're going to feel jealous. That's what happens. There's many unexpressed emotions. This person is a time bomb. They're holding back, and I mean, they're ready to explode. Somebody's getting ready to fucking go off. Someone could drown someone. It looks like she's got bruises on her neck. Look right here. Looks like bruising. So I could strangle somebody. It's being exposed. Fragile heart, being too open, in danger of heartbreak. We've got a sneaky snake that's being exposed. And this couple here is being exposed, going behind your back, being deceitful. Someone's a swindler. There could be an age gap in this relationship. There could be an age gap, or someone's just very immature. Their attitude is out of sync. They're a late bloomer and they need more time. They're very worried about their public image and their appearances. This person can't relax. They're conceited. They're always on the move. They're non-committal. They're not willing to set down. So they're out cheating, fucking around. Not willing to settle down or be responsible. It's time to commit and put down roots. And they just have other loves. Like they're just out screwing around with these roving eyes here. Still involved with the past. Someone's cheating and has secret affections. And there's very childish, immature behavior going on here. They need to grow up. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. Someone is extremely demanding. They have unrealistic expectations. They're very high maintenance. This person's a diva. They're a fucking drama queen. They're very distant from this person. They're so far away physically and emotionally. Someone could be trying to see if they can rekindle the passion and chasing after this person, but it's up in the air. You know, it's up in the air. Not able to make solid plans. Someone's ungrounded and they're flighty. It's just a conquest. Is it just another notch in the headboard or the real deal? Actions speak the loudest. Sounds like it's just another notch in the headboard. Someone is living in la la land. They're delusional. This love is not real. This is obsession, jealousy, infatuation. This is not love. This is it's a forbidden love. It's a tragedy. Like, no. They're living in a fantasy land. They're full of illusions. They're delusional. They're mentally and emotionally unstable, and they're delusional, and they're a ticking time bomb. They have got serious mental health issues that need to be addressed. Someone could have had a brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending, short but sweet. This forbidden love, this tragedy here, it can't last. Someone's not emotionally available. They're distracted because they still have pain from the past, so they're closed off. And it's just a game to them. They're insincere, and somebody's just having fun with this reckless Knight of Wands behavior. And they give zero fucks how they make someone else feel. And they're cheating. This person is like really into this person. They're possessive. Like, I mean, like, they're like, you better not touch my fucking person here, or I'm going to kick your ass. And with this gun here, it's a deadly combo. This person is so triggered. They're so jealous. Oh my God, they're so jealous. They're so insecure, and they have so much jealousy inside of them that it's creating an extremely bad problem here. We got codependency. Yeah, they're extremely codependent. Jealousy on the split. I'm telling you, they're extremely jealous and codependent. They have a fear of getting hurt, and their wild ass behavior is constantly going to get them hurt because no one wants to believe that. Or no one wants to believe, or no one wants to feel, no one wants to believe that. Why do I keep wanting to say that? They don't want to believe it. They can't believe that this is happening. They don't want to believe it. Like, this person's not allowed to walk away. They're constantly blaming other people for everything. And they believe that true love doesn't exist. It's just a game to this person. They make hurtful assumptions all the time. Passing judgment. They have no self-confidence. They're extremely insecure. They feel unworthy. They have a fear of intimacy. So it's just surface pleasure. They're not following their heart. Constant comparison, keeping this person even more jealous. Adding to the insecurities. There are serious inner childhood wounds that need to be addressed and healed. There's a fear of rejection with these inner childhood wounds and abandonment. They believe that everyone always leaves. They have serious trust issues. They don't feel like they're good enough. And they have self-destructive patterns. They have unhealed past relationships that create these self-destructive patterns here. They have a very low self-esteem. They're extremely insecure. And that's what I'm saying. They're obsessed. Very controlling and obsessed. This is a nasty breakup here. So I was sitting here looking at this. So the cop walks up to the car. I need to see your license and registration. And they could even have given like a fake ID to get someone else in trouble. Could be a situation that's occurred. And that's definitely not going to be for everyone. It's just a scenario that Spirit quickened into me. They're triggered. They're mechanical. They're just going through the motions. They're actually checked out. They're faking it. Could be with these glasses. They could have poured their drinks out and acted like that. There could even be like open container in the car. Faking it, acting like they're not intoxicated, I'm hearing. They're having an identity crisis and a fear of the future. Persistent apprehension or anxiety about what lies ahead, stemming from uncertainty, anticipation of negative outcomes, or a lack of trust in one's ability to handle future challenges or changes. Yeah, they're not connected with spirit. Feeling disconnected from a higher power, source, or spiritual essence. They need to heal from this. They're having a major identity crisis here. Struggling with a fragmented or unclear sense of self, often due to significant life changes or trauma, leading to spiritual confusion. They need to heal a superiority wound, an inflated sense of self-importance, and a need to dominate or control others, often masking underlying feelings of insecurity. Yep, there it is. Fear of vulnerability and a lack of genuine connection with oneself and others. Emotional numbness needs to be addressed. Feeling disconnected from one's emotions and unable to fully experience life's joys and sorrows, leading to spiritual stagnation. And their sacral chakra is blocked. Very reckless sexually. Challenges with creativity, sexuality, and emotional expression. They need to address a cynicism wound. wound, adopting a deeply skeptical or negative view of life, others, or spiritual beliefs, often as a defense against disappointment or hurt. They have psychic attachments. They've got auric attachments. Belief in energetic attachments or influences from external sources affecting one's well-being. And they have karmic blockages. And they have entities that are devouring them right now. Obstacles resulting from past actions and choices affecting one's present circumstances. Needing to heal the inner child and the inner teenager. These behaviors can include impulsive decision-making, rebellion, and fluctuating emotions. So, and it's putting them into a spiritual crisis that needs to be unpacked. An intense and transformative spiritual experience that may initially cause distress, but can lead to growth and understanding. They have codependency wounds that need to be healed. An unhealthy reliance on others for a sense of self-worth and identity. And they have issues coming from trust deficiency. Pervasive lack of trust in oneself, others, or the world, often resulting from past experiences of betrayal, abandonment, or trauma. And this is a soul contract here. There's lessons that are being learned with this. Pre-existing agreements or contracts made on the spiritual level that impacts one's life paths. The wound is from the family of origin. Childhood trauma, neglect, or dysfunctional family dynamics that impact one's psychological well-being. They need to address spiritual clarity confusion, a state of uncertainty or lack of clear understanding regarding one's spiritual path, beliefs, or experiences. And they could have been raised in a household that turned them towards, religious or spiritual beliefs, and they turned toward their dark side. Their heart chakra is blocked, their sacral chakra is blocked. Emotional wounds, challenges with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Yeah, anger and resentment and anxiety and fear. Look, it just flew out. Living with pervasive fear or anxiety that disrupts one's sense of peace and security, often stemming from past trauma or uncertainty about the future. Just rolled up in the fetal position. Harboring deep-seated anger or resentment towards others, oneself, or a higher power, which can prevent healing and spiritual growth. They have a serious energy imbalance here. Their chakras are blocked and they're all fucked up and out of whack. There's disruptions in the flow of energy throughout the body, often associated with various energy systems. Their chi is out of balance, or their ki. They need to heal past life wounds. Belief in the carryover of unresolved issues or traumas from previous lifetimes. So what was going on in this soul contract are lessons that are having to be balanced out. Their third eye is blocked too. Their intuition is blocked. Challenges with intuition, insight, and spiritual awareness. Anything else? Yeah, they're not in alignment at all, and they have an attachment to material possessions, an overemphasis on material wealth and possessions for a sense of identity or security. And they're definitely not in alignment. The road is closed. Something could have happened with the wreck where they had to close the road down. Impediments hindering the harmonious integration of one's spiritual beliefs, values, and actions, leading to a sense of disconnection from one's higher self or spiritual path. And it's because they're they're in their dark side here. It's what they're operating in. And the deadline is here. Their time has run out. They can't keep acting like this. They can't keep doing it. The time is up. They're going to jail. They've been defeated with all this fucking hostile shit. They're under judgment. That's it. Time's up. A really bad issue here. I mean, like in the tower, bad. Could be fire. Someone's nervous and they're overindulging. Do you avoid social settings due to your fear of failing to do the acceptable? You experience extreme anxiety and fear in social settings and in relationships. Do you overindulge in order to cope with your feelings? You tend to overindulge because it helps you numb any negative emotions. It is your coping mechanism. And someone's always meddling and gossiping and intruding in other people's lives. Are you unsatisfied with your life that you find yourself interfering in someone else's life? You intrude in other people's affairs or business without right or invitation. Yeah, with this toxic relationships here. You need to mind your business and focus on your own mess instead of fucking around in everybody else's business. People need to learn how to stay in their own lane. Do you mistake an intense relationship for love in order to feel some sense of comfort? And that's exactly what's going on. You find yourself in toxic relationships with karmic people who become codependent with you. Yeah, it's like poison. It poisons your soul. Serial monogamous. Do you have a fear of abandonment and engage in relationships quickly without being single for too long? Yeah, because they're not giving themselves time to heal. You move on from one romantic relationship to another very quickly, spending as little time single as possible, just jumping in from one to the next. And they gossip all the time. So much gossip and meddling. Do you gossip because it provides you with a sense of bonding that you crave? They want attention and they're clout hungry. You engage in casual or unconstrained conversations about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. Yeah. Gossip, lying, slandering. Someone's very controlling here. Came out in the other cards. They're very controlling. Do you assert your power over others because you fear things will go wrong? You try to control people and situations to an unhealthy extent through manipulation or threats. Keeping someone trapped in a cage. They're stubborn. Are you being stubborn because you are fearful of change? You are unwilling and unyielding to give in spite of reason, arguments, or persuasion from others. They refuse, like they cannot accept that they are wrong. Do we need anything else? This is my shadow work deck if you're curious what this deck is. And this other one, this one here, is this deck here. Sacred Woundings. Someone's sensitive. Do you become easily offended when others question you or disagree with you? You have an increased emotional sensitivity and stronger reaction to external and internal stimuli compared to others because they're extremely insecure. They're full of envy. They're envious. Do you become envious of others because you feel you deserve what others have? Yep. You frequently compare that's why they're committing fraud and stealing someone's identity. You frequently compare yourself to others and feel despair when you find yourself wanting more. Projection. Yep, and they're overly dramatic and they're constantly projecting and spewing their own shit onto everyone else. And we've got this gun here with this deadly combo. They're dangerous when together, trigger each other, and it's explosive. Do you unconsciously take unwanted emotions or characteristics you don't like about yourself and attribute them to someone else? You project your own mental state and traits onto others, traits that they do not possess in order to feel good about yourself. It's exactly what the fuck is going on. God. Do you cause drama to elicit empathy from others in order to mask the real issue because they're craving attention? You exaggerate the experience or your feelings to appear as the victim to others. And that is exactly what's going on. Constantly lying because they want attention. Fabrication. Making shit up. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, this is your resentful copycat here. Oh, they're so jealous. Do you feel angry because you feel you are being used or overlooked by others? You feel personally victimized by others. However, you do not express this, but instead internalize your anger. And then that's why this is getting ready to fucking explode. Do you imitate others because you believe you must copy others to be worthy of good things? You imitate or adopt the behavior or practice of another because you feel you aren't good enough as yourself. This person is extremely insecure and they need to learn to be themselves, and then their life will get so much better. They're a people pleaser. They're so worried about what everyone else thinks. Do you feel worthless and think you have no purpose if you can't help others? You have a strong urge to please others even at your own expense. A serial cheater. This person is non-committal and they don't need to be in a relationship. Do you use partners to feel loved and admired, to continually prove to yourself that you are above them? You have an avoidant attachment style and you feel love is invasive, harmful, and overwhelming. Claims copycat. So the copycat is claiming that you're copying them and the copycat is copying you. They're fucking crazy. Do you accuse others of wanting to be like you because you feel your self-image is at stake? You accuse others of copying you because you see others outshining you, or you feel territorial about your own self-image. Yep, right here. This territorial lover. It's amazing how the message is repeating. They're shallow. Do you act shallow? Yeah, they're shallow and they're possessive. Fucking crazy. Oh, you can't handle being around people like this. It's a nightmare. Do you act shallow to avoid personal and deep connections with others? Your lack of substance and depth makes it challenging to build deep and long-lasting connections with others. Yeah, that's why nothing is working out in this mess. Do you hold on tight to prove your worth, or is it your fear of abandonment? You demand someone's attention and love without consideration of their own time and emotions. And this is the dark side of the heart here. Yeah, they're completely closed off and shut down. This heart is like, they feel nothing. They literally give zero fucks. This person's a heartless bitch. Do you isolate yourself from others as a way to shield against perceived threats and emotional pain? You shut down emotionally and socially to avoid getting hurt. And this person is just money hungry. They're extremely materialistic. Do you tend to equate your bank account balance with your own self-worth? You will do anything to gain material wealth, even stealing identity and committing fraud. You tend to value money over everything else. It's all about what they can get. They're so jealous. Fucking snake. Egotistical, jealous snake here. Do your feelings of jealousy stem from feelings of lack within yourself? You have feelings of misplaced suspicion and internal insecurities that result in paranoia and obsession. Yeah. And they're hot-headed. They're just raged out with this nasty fucking temper. Do you pretend to be confident to cover up deep feelings of inadequacy? Yeah, they're strutting around like a peacock. You have an exaggerated sense of self due to wanting to match someone else's perceived qualities, and that's that perception there. Or projection, I mean, because they want the perception. They want to look like you. But they're not. They're self-critical and hot-headed. Is your ability to communicate affected by the way you react? They're extremely reactive. They react, they don't respond. You experience emotional outbursts with little provocation. This person flies off the handle, and I mean, they have a serious rage problem. They need anger management. Serious anger management problems here. Are you constantly trying to improve yourself because you fear the judgment or disapproval from others? You are inclined to find fault in yourself by criticizing the actions or decisions you make on a daily basis. They know they're constantly fucking up, and then it's pissing them off even more. And they're overly critical. Let me take a drink of my water. They're overly critical. Do you criticize others because of a perceived personal weakness? You criticize others by pointing out their weaknesses and offering solutions to non-existent problems. They're so mad at what everyone else is doing instead of focusing on themselves. They have an inferiority complex. Do you feel insecure or inadequate because you believe you are mentally and physically inferior to others? You feel inadequate because you were made to think you weren't good enough compared to others. And they're comparing themselves to everyone else instead of working on themselves. You know, who they're comparing themselves to is because they've done the work to get there. And then they're mad because they're not like that and they've not done the work. They're impulsive and they're fucking cunning. Is your desire to be impulsive plagued by feelings of tension prior to the act? You frequently engage in repetitive, destructive behaviors despite the adverse consequences. Yeah, because they give zero fucks. They're just stuck in a loop. And then they put everything all over the internet. They're constantly blasting out all their shit all over the internet that's going on in their tragic, forbidden love story here. And constantly blabbing it because they're dying for attention that they're not getting because no one wants to give attention to someone who acts like this. And they don't care if they even get negative attention. They just want any attention. They'll do anything. Why do you feel the need to trick people to get what you want out of them? You achieve your end goal by deceit or evasion using strategies to get your way. Yeah. Manipulative motherfucker here. And they're paranoid. So paranoid. Are you suspicious of other people because of your past experiences or being deceived and disappointed by their actions? You are suspicious of others and you think that they are out to threaten, betray, exploit, or harm you. And a lot of times they are. And when you treat somebody like this and you're constantly fighting and kicking each other's asses, I mean, like, you've got to walk away. It's so toxic. And when you're extremely codependent and can't survive without the other person, or at least that's what, the situation can be, because that's the state of mind that you're in. Trust me, I've been in situations like this, and it's hard to get out of it, and it's hard to be with someone that acts like this. It's so hard, and you want to fucking escape it. I mean, eventually you're going to get up and walk away. It can't go on forever. It's a no-win situation. It's a forbidden love. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle and circle that has to be dealt with. These triggers have to be addressed. They have to be healed. Have to stop being an imposter and be your true, authentic self. And if someone's cheating on you, then you don't need to be with that person. You need to walk away and tell them to fuck off, and then say fuck off, and then give zero fucks about this son of a bitch, because they don't deserve to be in a relationship with someone, period. They don't deserve to be. They need to be alone. No one needs to be around someone that's this unhealed. It's so toxic. You can't survive in situations like this. And then if they're both like this in the relationship, it makes it a million times worse. And that right there is why it's a deadly combo. They can take each other out. God almighty. 1:11 on the clock whenever I said that. Alright. I'm tired. Let's roll the dice and we're going to close out. Y'all just take this how it resonates. This sounds like someone that you could have been in a relationship with what's going on with the third-party karmic that they got hooked up with. It's a lot of fucking drama. We have Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Uranus, confusion and illusion, North Node energy. So that's good karma coming in if they walk away and get away from this and get out of this karmic cycle. The moon, it's being hidden and concealed, illusion. Neptune, being compassionate and forgiving. And Neptune has to do with the mental. It can be psychosis. 2, 3, 4, and 10. So I'm hearing order my steps. Something's in alignment. Walking out of this karmic cycle, escaping it, in order to start coming towards the North Node energy and coming out of the dark side, coming out of the shadow aspect of the being. It's so toxic over there. 23, 24, 210, 32, 34, 310, 42, 24, 30, or 43, 34, 410, 102, 103, 104, February 2nd, February 3rd, February 4th, February 10th, February 12th, 13th, and 14th, March 2nd, March 3rd, March 4th, March 10th, March 12th, March 13th, March 14th, April 2nd, April 3rd, April 4th, April 10th, April 12th, 13th, and 14th, October 2nd, October 3rd, October 4th, October 10th, October 12th, October 13th, October 14th could be significant. So you could end up hearing about this, collective. Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, double Scorpio, Taurus. We'll do it 2 more times. Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Libra, Virgo, and Leo. Alright, guys. So this is going to be our reading. You guys just take this how it resonates and don't force anything to fit. This could, you know, be what an ex here is going through. Alright, guys. I love you. Bye, collective.